Hey guys, so this is my first video on my new channel, and this is basically going to be a channel for like the books that I'm reading and books I've read and reviews and all that sort of thing, because I've been really obsessed with watching booktubers lately and I thought I want to do that, so I'm doing that. And I thought a good way to introduce my channel would be an grammar sort that an August to be read video. And I'm not a person that reads a lot, like very quickly. Like if I'm really into a series, then I'll read them within like 3 days, like I did with the Hunger Games. But I don't read really quickly in general. Like if I finish a book, then I'll leave it a few days before I start a new one or whatever. But I'm wanting to change that. I'm wanting to read more rather than watch so much television, because my brain has turned to mush. Because it's not even television that I watch. I don't even watch like shows like that are remotely educational, such as like, shows that could teach me to be a murderer, like CSI and that. Like, no, I don't watch anything that's remotely good. I just sit and watch cartoons all day, like The Amazing World of Gumball and Adventure Time, and my brain is literally mush now. And I'm not saying that I don't enjoy those shows, because I do, because it's literally all I spend my time doing. But I need to get back into reading, because I was really into it, and I used to read so much. Like I'd go on holiday with my family when I was like 10, and I would read like 5 books. I even used to get free books from school to review them, because I was just that kid that read loads of books. That was in primary school. And then in high school it all just went downhill, and I'm thick now. So I need to start reading more. So this is my little August TBR video, and I only have 4 books in it, and I'll explain why like once I've gone through the books. So yeah. The first book that I have is Coraline, and I'm actually like nearly finished this now. I thought I'd just include it because it'll be finished in August. So yeah, I've been reading this book for like 3 months now, because I'm absolutely obsessed with the film. I dyed my hair blue because I want to be Coraline, basically. And yeah, I just keep putting this book down. I keep forgetting it. I left it somewhere for ages. I think it was at my grandma's for ages, and then I left it at Caden's for a while, and then I just keep putting it down. It's not a bad book, but I want to finish this month. And the next book that I have is Memoirs of an Imaginary Friend by Matthew Green, and this book I actually got, it's been lent to me by my brother's fiance, and she lent me this about probably maybe even last year. She lent me this, maybe. I feel like it was this year though, so maybe a few months ago. And I feel like, right, when I got lent this book, I was reading The Curious Incident of the Dog in The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, and Leanne was reading this book, which is my brother's fiance, and she was saying how this was awesome, and I was basically saying that The Curious Incident was crap. And after I read that book, I just really wasn't into it, and she lent me this, and a few pages in, I felt like it was a book about a boy with autism again. And since I didn't like The Curious Incident, I was like, oh, I'm only a few pages in, I'll just put this book down. I don't think it's something that I'm going to be into. But she has promised me that this is a really good book, and she thinks that I will like it. So that is going to hopefully be read this month. The next book I have is The Heroine Diaries. This is another book that I've probably read half of it, maybe even more, but my boyfriend actually took this book off me, because when I was reading it at his house, he was like, I want to read that, because he's like obsessed with like Nikki Sixx and like Motley Crue, Kiss and glam rock and all that stuff, so he took this off me. We actually lent it off our friend, So it's more of I need to read this so I can give this back to my friend. But I was really enjoying it when I read it, and I'm just going to read it again because I have no idea where I'm up to. So maybe I can flick through it and find where I was up to, but that was good so far, and I want to finish it. The last book that I have this month is on my Kindle, and it is Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters. I think that's the second one because the film's coming out soon. And I actually cosplay Percy Jackson, and yeah, there's some more geekness, let's just not go into that. And yeah, I cosplay Percy Jackson, and I really should read the books since I do that. But I actually watched the first film before I read the first book. And I watched the first film, and my friend who loves books and everything was like, why haven't you read the book? So basically I'm reading the books. And yeah, I was like, I watched the first film, then I read the first book, and I was like, the characters don't do that. The characters don't look like that. So, I mean, I want to read the second book before I watch the film. And since it comes out on Wednesday, I need to get to that. And yeah, I've put 4 books in my to be read for this month because, like I said, I don't read quickly, so I don't want to like overface myself and like have said that I'm going to read these in this month and then don't end up doing it, so I'm kind of bummed out when it's like only like the first month of having this YouTube channel. I don't want that to happen, so if I finish all these books in this month, I will carry on with the Percy Jackson series. So I guess that's like other books on my list, just the next 4 Percy Jackson books, because I think there's 5. And then there's like the Heroes of Olympus ones. I don't know if it's Heroes of Olympus. I don't know. The other heroes. Yeah. And then there's the Egyptian guy as well, that he's got a book series. Yeah, so I have lots of books that I could read because I've got them all on my Kindle, I think. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and you can go ahead and like it and subscribe because I will post more videos on this channel. And if you want to see any of my vlogs or other things that aren't book related, then you can subscribe to my other channel, which I will link below. There'll be links to all my websites like Goodreads and everything. And I hope you enjoyed my first video on this channel. Yeah, if you have any book recommendations, then just throw them down below as well, because I might own them and I might need to read them next month. So, hope you have a nice evening, day. It's 5 o'clock in the morning here, so hope you have a good day. And I will see you guys later.